ISOPower is a series of isolated DC-DC converters from analog devices that uses chip-scale transformers integrated directly into the silicon of the device to create a complete isolated power and data solution in a single package. Utilizing ISOPower technology allows you to create a variety of isolated power supply rails with significant power and high levels of integration. Hi, I'm Mark Cantrell, Senior Applications Engineer for the Interface and Isolation Group. Sometimes applications have more complex needs than simply providing the secondary side with a single isolated power rail. Let's take a look at how to take advantage of the isolation to build negative and higher voltage rails. In this example, we will reconfigure this light industrial 10-volt motor application being directly powered from this bench supply to be powered through an isolation barrier. Products utilizing ISOPower galvanic isolation technology have power and ground outputs that are inherently unreferenced. The part basically just generates a regulated voltage between its terminals. If the VISO line is connected to the ground reference on the secondary, the ground ISO pin will appear as a negative rail at the preset voltage. In this example, two ADUM 5000 parts create symmetrical supplies with independent regulation for each. This is especially useful when the loads are unbalanced and separate feedback is required for each polarity. If ground ISO is connected to the high side of another supply, VISO will be higher by the set voltage. In this example, two ADUM 5000s set for 5-volt regulation are stacked to make a 10-volt rail at the full 80 milliamp rating of each ISOPower device. These circuits are actually identical. The only difference is where we assign ground to be on the secondary side, and that is completely at the designer's discretion. Now, we can get back to my light industrial, well, my boss's kids think so at any rate, motor drive. For this DC motor, in this particular application, I need a 9-volt DC power source. So I will use the stacked configuration to add isolation to the power interface. The stacked configuration will allow the correct voltage and sufficient power for the job. Let's disconnect the power supply and slide in our stacked ISOPower solution. So now I have a 10-volt supply capable of 80 milliamps of output current. The efficiency is about 33%, so we're drawing more power from the source supply at 5 volts than we did with the direct connection, and making 10 volts at up to 80 milliamps to drive the motor. As you can see from this example, ISOPower allows you to combine the secondary side power outputs of multiple devices for the creation of high voltages or negative rails. In addition, through use of the regulation control pins, the feedback circuits can be combined and controlled to allow parallel connection of the outputs and low power shutdown or even PWM control. I'm connecting a signal generator to create a PWM control. See how the motor slows down as I decrease the duty factor. Thanks for watching. For more information on ISOPower devices, please visit analog.com/isopower.